What is going on, everybody, and welcome back. This time around we are on the free-to-play account for the road to max rank. Now, a couple of things before we start. The first things first, this is an update video, our weekly update video to everything we've done so far in the previous week and everything I will plan forward as well. But it also mixes with a how far we have gotten up to the first of the new year. So I actually wanted to do this yesterday, but I got caught up with the festivities and I went out early and I got busy. So we're doing this today, which I think is still an appropriate time, kind of a looking back for how far we've actually come with this account. This account is, I believe, at bare minimum a year and a half old for sure. So it's a year and a half worth of grinding, working on the account, summoning, getting lucky, getting unlucky, and my limitations with being a free-to-play player. As you all know, I have not spent a single dime on this account using my money through the shop. I've never bought a pack. I never bought a subscription. I never bought a ticket pack or anything like that, right? So, and this is purely everything out of just luck and hard work and patience. A lot of patience. Oh my God. And definitely it's been a humbling experience. So let's start off with our regular weekly update, how far I've gotten through this previous week, and then we'll go and recap and we'll go visit all these events and stuff like that, and look at how many LRs we have and how far the account has gone, stuff like that. So it's not going to be a long video. I'm going to try to make it as short as possible, with also showing off everything I've done, end game wise. So let's get to it. So our first thing, like always, is our profile. We are rank 561. Let me go ahead and turn this off. Yeah, let me go ahead and turn that off. So we are rank 561. We're a little over half of the max rank, which is very, very nice. Our power level, as of a year and a half, we are 393,364. Very, very nice. Our max link level 10s are 186. We have 27 friends, which is very, very awesome. Our Zenny count is 415,928,846, and our stone count is a measly 56, which is totally fine. If I never summoned on, and if I never used the 150 stones like I did last time for the Piccolo banner, I could probably summon, but mistakes were made, choices were decided. Let's go ahead and look at the characters I have worked on for the previous week. Oh yeah, sorry. And these are all the characters I have touched in some way. Pause. In one way or another. So, gonna skim over this super quickly. So for the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up until this Gohan. So from up to the left is I have awakened them and if possible fully easy-ate them. So as you can see, Tien is finally LR. Ribrianne, I awakened her and easy-ate her. I need to put some orbs into her. Dispo the same way. Goku and Gohan and Exchange Gohan, I have awakened them. Piccolo I've awakened. Cell, Trunks, Majin Buu, or Super Buu, sorry. Turles, Super Vegeta, this new Super Saiyan movie Gohan, right? Tora, Grade 8 Tora, and the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan I have awakened. And or easy-ate all the way through, right? Some of these cards can be further easy-ate, but I just don't have the medals, right? So, moving on down, these characters are all used to be SSRs that I have awakened to their UR form, to the level 100 form, but I have yet to fully awaken them. Outside of this, SSR Gohan, which is just the SSR copy of the Gohan that you just saw, right? Because his SSR is actually pretty good for an SSR. He's actually one of the better free-to-play ones, if not the best one, in my opinion. And everybody else below that, it's literally they were an SSR, and I leveled them to their UR state. A lot of these, if not all of them, can all be awakened again, and maybe even easy-ate. So there's still a lot of work to do. So next update, you'll probably see a whole bunch of these reoccurring characters, but just letting you know what I've done, right? This is kind of the premises of the account, is we go over everything I've done, even if it's leveling them up a little bit, you know what I mean? I show the progress, right? Getting a card from SSR to their level 100 UR is a big deal. It's a huge level gap, right? But if I put like 2 orbs in a character, I just 55% them, it's not that big of a deal, right? I do that anyways once getting them to UR state. So those are all the characters that I've worked on. So let's go over the actual characters of my account, plus my first team that I ever made that was a legit team ever is the one you see on screen. The UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Free-to-Play Master Roshi, Fizz UI Goku, Master Roshi and Tien, and Krillin and 18 were my very first team that I ever made on this account that was competent. I have other teams like a half-ass Goku family team, a half-ass this Wicked Bloodline team, whatever, right? Free-to-play teams here and there, but it's like this is the first legitimate team that I had that I used to clear out most of Infinite Dragon Ball history, like early stages of Infinite Dragon Ball history, all of the boss rushes up to a certain point. As many Super Battle Roads that I could, right? This, not Super Battle Roads, but all like the Dokkan events, you know what I mean? I use this team to basically help me do everything outside of specific category content, right? This team right here helped me so much drastically, right? And it was an uphill battle, right? Because a lot of these cards sucked on release outside of the LRs, right? Because they just needed awakenings, right? They needed their passives updated. But once I got that, dude, oh, amazing. And the great thing is every single one of these cards is Link level 10 and or rainbowed. Outside of Vegeta, everybody here is rainbowed Link level 10. Vegeta not being rainbowed, but he is Link level 10. So this is my first original team that I got to. These are actually some of the very first characters that I actually got to start getting Link level 10s, which is pretty awesome, right? Very fantastic stuff, right? But this is my original team, and this team is actually pretty good. They did a really good job with the free-to-play cards in the year 6. Maybe not so much in year 7. I barely use them, right? But this team was definitely the go. Honorable mention is the STR UI Goku, the free one that you got. He was also part of this team if I needed to replace, Tien or Master Roshi or Krillin and 18 because they weren't good enough. So I did rotate some characters out, but once Easy Ace came out, and this was my first original team. Let's go over the characters just really quickly, and we'll go over the event. So these are all of the characters I've gotten over the years. Now there's some SSRs, some SR cards and stuff like that I still need to cycle out and recycle and stuff like that. Baba Shop, sorry. But these are all, I can go ahead and click LR, but I have amassed 73 LRs out of the 110 that exist or something like that. I know it's over 100, but I don't think it's 110, or at least not yet. Maybe it's over 110. I don't actually know. Yeah, from Prime Battles to Dokkan Battlefield to, Super Battle Road LRs to all of the, to the anniversaries worldwide, you know what I mean? Free-to-play cards, all that stuff, dude. I have amassed all of them. Even the friend system LRs, dude. Oh, the struggle with Great Saiyaman 1 and the huge struggle. Where are they? Where are they? Where the hell are... There they are. The struggle, dude. The struggle to get the free copies for 17 and 18 to get the free 25. Oh my god. The amount of times I had to summon on that stupid ass banner. So much so that I pulled enough copies to get the 2 extra copies for Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. And all the copies necessary for LR Hercule as well. That I'm still working on his 25 as well. But dude, by the time I got these guys or enough copies to get 25 for Android 17 and 18, I had an abundance of both the Great Saiyaman 1 and the Hercule, like a lot of copies, right? But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. But I have all the Super Battle Road characters. I have all some of the Battlefield as well. I'm very limited to the currencies, which is very unfortunate. But I have some gems in here for sure. Obviously, as you can see, there's some good cards in here and some not so good cards and so on and so forth, right? But very good diversity of LRs for sure. And for URs, I'm just gonna scroll. You can look. I've gotten a pretty good set of TUR cards and stuff like that. Dokkan Festival cards, free-to-play cards, 150s. I mean, not 150s, 140s. Easy A's, a whole bunch of cards, right? I've done very well with this account for sure. a lot of struggles, a lot of ups and downs. If I'm being totally honest with you, there's some free-to-play cards here that I haven't rainbowed because at the time of, you know, their release, I didn't have an abundance of, you know, orbs that I can just throw into cards like I do now in comparison, right? So I could definitely go back and, you know, clean up the box a little bit more and maybe awaken, if not rainbow, some more, you know, 120s or, you know, maybe even an extra copy of each free-to-play card for sure. But just kind of to scroll down a little bit, you know, I've actually gotten pretty lucky and gotten, you know, rainbow copies of, you know, Dokkan Festival cards, you know what I mean? Like, I've gotten lucky. Like, I'm not like not saying that I didn't, right? So it's definitely been a blessing getting all of these cards, you know, getting lucky enough to get dupes of cards and stuff like that. Though in recent times, I sure as hell haven't gotten lucky, which is unfortunate to say. Outside of the new cards, I've actually gotten pretty lucky. But outside of the new cards, you know, if I include the new cards, I haven't gotten lucky at all, like genuinely. But hopefully maybe that my luck will change in the new year, hopefully, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. All the cards after that, I mean, it's just up on a bunch of SSRs. I guess I can show my World Tournament list just to kind of more specific. But these are all the World Tournament cards that I have accumulated. I've gotten every single reward, every single World Tournament reward from since I started this account. So very exciting stuff. I have Awaken. I have LR Demon King Piccolo. I actually have all the LRs for the World Tournament. So I have Demon King Piccolo, Tien and Chaozu. I have, you know, Yamcha and Puar. I actually have LR Piccolo. Where is he at? Fizz LR Piccolo, if I can find him. Is it not on here? Oh, I never added him. But I do have the LR Fizz Piccolo. I could just do this. See? So I actually have all the LRs, as well as, you know, Mercenary Tau and stuff like that, if I can find them. And I actually rainbowed Mercenary Tau, which is pretty good. So I have gotten a lot of good rewards. There's a huge diversity in the account, and this is only a year and a half of consistently playing and being a free-to-play player to the best of my abilities, right? Like I told you, I have not summoned, I have not bought any stones or anything like that. I have not done any of that, right? So awesome stuff. For the quest mode, I have done every single stage in quest mode. Obviously, it became arbitrary once, you know, version Z came out and autoing and auto battling and stuff like that. Super easy. But I've done all the missions. I believe I've completed all the missions for the Supreme Kai, I think. Nah, I'm missing a whole bunch of the earlier ones. But the earlier ones suck, dude. Like, they all suck. The requirements for them are suck. So I don't care. But yeah, no, I've done all the stages of quest mode. For the event tab, we'll go from left to right. For story mode, as far as I know, I've completed every single story mode that exists in the game outside of the Super Strike stuff that I'm just waiting as they release, right? But if we go to the Portal of Memories, I guess I can show you this here. I've done all the I've done all the story modes. I've tried to get all the missions. There's some in here that aren't done because they haven't returned, like this, you know, Dragon Ball Z Fighter Arc one. I have not been able to get this, you know, Android 21 done. But yeah, no, there's a whole bunch of them. A whole 95% of the story modes are all done. There's some here and there kind of missions, but overall, I've done everything. I could grind out, you know, SR copies and stuff like that, and the SR copies of some cards from the Baby Saga that I can do as well. If we can go back to the event tab. The event tab for growth, I guess I can show this. I do my dailies every single day to the best of my ability. Sometimes I forget, sometimes I don't. But I've done this 305 times since its release. I probably could have been more, but again, miss sometimes. I forget, stuff like that, right? Or I time it bad. But very exciting stuff there. For the challenge tab, this is where it gets interesting. I've done every single Dokkan event in the game, so I don't really need to show that. I just, you know, I would have to click each one, right? But yeah, no, I've done every single Dokkan event. I completed every single Dokkan event up until the highest tier, so all the events are done, right? For the red zone, you know, Red Ribbon Army, I've only done the first stage so far. I'm still working on the second one. For Cell Max, I've yet to beat Cell Max, dude. I've actually genuinely haven't tried Cell Max in quite a while. because I told myself, like, I'm gonna give myself a chance to build up my, build up my team, get link level 10, stuff like that. So I will come back to Cell Max. I've only gotten the 2 missions that complete stage 1 and stage 2, but other than that, I haven't done any of the missions. So there you go. So Cell Max still needs to be completed. Infinite Dragon Ball History, I have done every single stage of Infinite Dragon Ball History. All that's left is to do all the category-based missions for specific stages, running at least 3 characters from a specific state, from a specific team for a specific stage, right? That's all that's really left. It's just a tedious thing that I do progressively, that I'm going to do progressively throughout the year. For Extreme Super Battle Road, I have done most of the stages up until the newer ones. If I have not completed a stage, is because maybe I just forgot, or because the team's not good enough to run, right? Like Giant Form, dude, my Giant Form team sucks, right? It genuinely sucks. Like, it's not good at all, and I don't have Orange Piccolo, so, bummer there, right? But Giant Form is going to have to wait for Extreme Super Battle Road. Maybe one day I'll get it done. Androids I could probably do, but I haven't done yet. Time Travelers, Universe 6, Movie Heroes. There's still a whole bunch of these that I haven't completed yet, so there's still some work to be there. And sometimes I just straight up forget about Extreme Super Battle Road, because I focus on other things and it slips my mind. That's all it is, right? I completed TN, as you already know. For Ultimate Red Zone Wicked Bloodline, I've only done the I've only done the 3rd stage with Mecha Frieza and King Cold. I have not touched the other stages. I've attempted them, but I have not yet completed them. So I am definitely going to focus on endgame content for this year for sure, right? Trying to get up there. Ultimate Red Zone Movie Edition, I have done everything from 1 through 4. So Turles, Lord Slug, Cooler, and Fusion 13 I have done. I have not even attempted the last 3 stages, but I will. And obviously the missions are not completed as well either. For Ultimate Red Zone GT Edition, it's more or less the same. The first 4 stages are done. I am working on Super 17. I've tried Shadow Dragons, and I have not attempted Shenron. Within this year, I'll do all that stuff. Hopefully, right? Hopefully. Fighting Spirit of the Saiyans and Pride of the Wicked Bloodline. I have done every single stage. I've completed every single stage to completion. However, all that's left is the missions that I hope to finish and do with this year as well to get the special title for this event and have the complete tab on it. Collection of Epic Battles is 100% done. I have done all the missions and have acquired the reels for both of them, which is very, very awesome. It actually took me a second to get this one done because I needed more Planet Namek Saga super characters. And it wasn't, and up until I got STR Namek Goku, I wasn't able to do it. I've tried it multiple times before, but I would always lose one way or another. So I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna give myself some time. Maybe one day I'll get Namek Goku, and I did, and I was able to do it. I've completed all of the God events and missions. I've completed every single stage. I have the Zeno memory, which is very, very awesome. For legendary, the Legendary Vegeta event, it's just a whole bunch of missions, but I have completed it. I could definitely probably get all of them done. Again, it's more of like sitting down and doing it kind of thing. But I don't like blowing through content in one day, like a whole bunch of content, endgame content. I like to stagger my attempts and runs periodically, like throughout the month. But I'm definitely going to go hard on the events for sure up until leading to year 8 for global. So we'll see how that all plays out. And hopefully I'll be able to get all of them done. But these are 2 updating events, so I'm never gonna truly have the completion tab on it up until they decide not to release any more content. For Fighting Legend Goku, it's more or less the same. I've completed it, but I have not done a whole bunch of the missions, so there you go. For the Ginyu Force, I've 100% completed this. For Pam, it's a progressing weekly to weekly basis thing, so I was finally able to get the characters that you need to actually attempt and complete this event. So, or else this would have been done a long time ago, but little by little, I'm getting this one done. I think I only need like 2-3 more runs in order to get B-Pan fully easy 8. So very exciting stuff there. Team Bardock is done. All stages of Boss Rush is done. I farmed you done. I have farmed Krillin. I farmed First Form Cell. I farmed Future Trunks. I have not done Goku. Nor the STR Frieza. So those are the only 2 prime battles that I have actually not done or finished. So I'm definitely going to focus that within the new year. And this is one of my other ones that I started when this account The legendary Goku event definitely was the first big step into transitioning into the end game content with completing all the stages and all the missions for the legendary Goku event. Maybe one day they'll add more missions, or maybe one day they'll make this like an extreme version of it, similar to Extreme Super Battle Road. But until that date happens, who knows, right? The Bungee Bag event, all that's left, dude, is the first 3 stages missions. Luck, all that stuff. I attempt it once in a while, but it's a once in a while. It's like maybe one day kind of a thing. For Super Battle Road, I've completed every single stage of Super Battle Road outside of one, and we'll get to that here in a second. But every single stage of Super Battle Road is completed and is done. I have all the LRs to prove it. But if we go to the top, the only Super Battle Road that I have not finished is whatever brand new Super Battle Road is up, or Low Class Warrior. For whatever reason, I can't do it. I keep trying. I get one-shotted, or I just get bad rotations, or whatever it is. But I'm attempting it here and there, but hopefully within this new year I get it done, right? The only missions left is that, stage 61, and obviously to go back to the previous Super Battle Road stages and get 10 more completions to get the final copy of the LRs. I'll do this within this year. I definitely want to see the rainbows on all those cards for sure. But yeah, I have all these LRs. I just need their final copy. And then going on down, I believe that's pretty much it. Yeah, and then it just goes into Dokkan events. But I've done every single Dokkan event. If I don't really want to click on every single one of them because that's such a tedious thing to do. So let's move on to the final stage, and let's start. Let's start from the bottom because we're closer to the bottom. I've done every single EZA to exist in this game outside of a couple, and we'll get to those. So I've done Super Saiyan 3, Broly, the Namek Saga one. This one's interesting because this requires EZAs for that Kid Gohan, but I just haven't, grinded them up or anything. So I have all the missions, right? But yeah, I need to do that one. But it's just I get lazy, right? Full Power Frieza, the Kamehameha units. Again, this falls more under, like, I don't have the character, or I don't get them to SA-15 and stuff like that. That's all this is, right? So when you don't see the missions complete, it's either because I don't have the unit, or I don't have them SA-10 or SA-15, so I don't have the Kais, right? I'm limited on Kais. But yeah, we'll go through these. I do plan to get every single one of these EZAs to 77 at one point, maybe even further beyond, right? I'm currently working on the Broly one to get to 999, but the goal is twofold. The first goal is to get to 77 to get the specific title, right, for every single stage possible outside of the LR ones, because there's no, title associated with those. And then the final one is to get as high as possible with every single EZA level wise. So I hope to get this one to be one of my first ones that I get to 999. Then I'll work on other ones, and I'll do that up as a progressive thing, right? So just to kind of show you there. But more so, I've completed every single EZA. There's still a whole bunch of sub EZAs that I need to go back to for a lot of these for some of these EZAs to get them awakened. But for the most part, I've gotten every single EZA that has come out up to recently. I've been able to do, including the LR ones. There was a time where I was heavily restricted and limited, and some of these were more difficult than others. But through hard work and perseverance, I definitely got all of them done. All the EZAs are completed. If and when I do get the cards, I'll be able to fully awaken them, including the LR cards as well, right? Some of these LRs I've been fortunate enough to get, like Majin Vegeta, that Super Saiyan 2 Goku. I don't have Bardock. I have some of these great apes. I have Hit. Hit's actually one of the very first Dokkan Festival cards that I ever got. So just y'all don't know. But yeah, I've been fortunate enough to get some of these LRs, and some of these TURs as well, which has been very awesome, right? I've been able to enjoy the game very comfortably, for sure, and it has allowed me to complete these stages and get up to these, at least completion level stuff, right? So it's been a wild ride, but that's pretty much it. Ain't not much else to say. I guess I could show my titles, but it doesn't really matter because I don't know, man, who cares, right? I could probably show my items. I should probably show my items. So training items, got a lot. I actually got a lot. Training locations, nothing too crazy. Awakening medals, have a whole bunch of them, right? You can scroll down and stuff like that. It's not a big deal. Skill orbs. I've actually amassed quite a big collection of skill orbs, if I'm being totally honest with you, right? If we go golds, I've gotten a lot of golds, right? A variety of golds. for sure. If we go, I don't know, let's show level 5s. I've gotten a pretty good amount of level 5s. Nothing too crazy, but definitely something to look at, right? But I definitely have an abundance of skill orbs that, you know, sometimes I get good ones, sometimes I get bad ones. For special stickers, I only have 3. For support items, I've quite amassed a bit, you know, of resources for support items. It was very, very nice. Support memory films, I have gotten every single one outside of the red zone ones. I think I've gotten every single free-to-play one. Let me know if I'm missing one outside of the red zone stuff. But I think I've acquired all of them for the most part, which is very, very awesome. Treasure, I guess I can show this. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, little by little, hopefully to see bigger numbers in a lot of these stuffs, right? Potential orbs. I have a lot of potential orbs. Yeah, I've amassed a lot of potential orbs. So pretty awesome. I have not bought into any of this. This is all literally doing my dailies, logging in, possibly getting first place within like celebrations and stuff like that. You know, chain battle, you know, world tournament definitely helps. But like I said, I could definitely work on any unit that I want, which is this. Looking at this and seeing this makes me happy because I worked hard from having 1,200, 100, 1,200. You know what I mean? Like, I've come a long way, which is awesome. This makes me feel happy. And then there's a whole bunch of other skill orbs, right? Not me and potential orbs, which is pretty awesome. But that is pretty much it for the account. That's everything that I've done up to this point. Going into the new year, I am going to continue to grow and get better. I hope to rank up high. I hope to get a whole bunch of link level 10s. I hope to have incredible luck, right? Hopefully, as you as well, as all of you as well. But I'm sorry this video took a little bit longer than I thought. I just started rambling on and started showing you guys stuff. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think of the account, how far I've progressed with being a free-to-play player. Definitely has been a wild ride. There's another topic that I want to talk about, but I'll save that for another video. But I'm out of here. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.